What up, everybody? This has been a pretty busy-filled movie week. Just got back from watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. They almost called it Mutants in Manhattan. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I'm a pretty die-hard Ninja Turtle fan. I grew up with them. I did grow up with G.I. Joe and Transformers and all those other side properties. But Ninja Turtles was always my thing as a kid. Obviously, I grew up with the original movie, like the first one. And I never watched the other two. I've only seen the first one. And then I jumped right into the 2003 animated show that was on Teletoon all the time. And I have the box set of that complete series. And it's awesome. I'm still watching it right now. I think I'm on season 2 or 3. But that is the perfect representation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know they don't look like teenagers, but the villains, the way they do the turtles, the character development, the writing, the action, everything is perfect. So going into this movie, I didn't have my hopes high. I was literally at like a 4 or 5 out of 10. And the movie was a bit better than expected, but it's not really for me. I'm not really the target audience here. It's more for kids, so I'm not gonna sit here and say this movie shit when it's not really shit. There is a lot of effort put into it. It's just not targeted towards people that grew up with the Ninja Turtles. And I think the last Ronin video game that's coming out is gonna be more up my alley. It's gonna be more mature. There was the TMT movie, the animated movie in 2007, and then the Michael Bay films. I would take the Michael Bay films over this. I just find them more fun. But I'll get the positives out of the way first, because there definitely is some positives. I wouldn't say the soundtrack with the licensed music I didn't really like, but the score, the original score that they made is great. I thought it fit the movie really well. There is some dark moments in here, which I wish went on a bit longer. The emotional and dark moments are good, but they don't last that long. But when they are here, they are good. I really like the idea of the Turtles having everyone being afraid of them. You do get a bit of that in the show, but they show a lot more of that here, of just humans being afraid of them, being afraid of Splinter. I mean, I would be too if Turtles came out of the sewer. So that was a really cool concept. I wish they explored that a bit more, because I was really interested in that premise. And then they have more of a, near the end of the movie, since everyone's already seen it, near the end of the movie, you know, the humans start to like them, and the Turtles actually get to go to school. They actually get to live a normal life, which is something I never really thought of watching any Ninja Turtle movie, show. I never thought, hey, you know, what if they could have a normal life? I never thought of that. So that was a really cool concept, and it was executed well. I just wanted more of it because I liked that idea so much. I thought Leonardo was the best voice actor that actually sounded like his character. And Superfly, Ice Cube, did a pretty good job. He didn't phone it in. He felt like he wanted to be there. His voice is a very good presence to be had. You know, it's Ice Cube as soon as he steps in the screen. And he did a really good job with what he was given. He's mostly the main villain, but for the most part, there is a couple of villains in here, but they reside with the Turtles by the end of the movie. And, yeah, it was a post-credit scene that doesn't make you wait until the end credits, and you get to enjoy it for what it is, and just seeing a bit of Shredder. And I think he would actually work well in this universe. Animation-wise, I think his suit and everything would look really cool. That's pretty much all I gotta say about the positives. I'm just gonna move on to the mixed and the negatives quick. I'm not even gonna say mixed, this is more straight negative. What really killed this movie for me, and I knew this was gonna happen because I saw the trailers, it was the voice acting. The Turtles, other than Leonardo, and their personalities, if you can't get that right, man, get the fuck out of this like, go do something else. I saw Seth Rogen do an interview, I don't remember who it was with, I grew up with the turtles. I did. I grew up with them. I know how the characters are. Like, he is saying that he knows how these turtles are supposed to be, and I don't really think he does, because this is more like the Netflix movie from Nickelodeon that came out a couple years back. And it's when I think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yes, I think of teenagers, but these did not feel like teenagers. They feel like kids by the way they act. Yes, I know teenagers are mature. Yes, the Ninja Turtles have some mature, grown moments, but it's like Marvel. It's just ruined by a joke after, so it doesn't stick with you, really. I just thought picking these voice actors and making the Turtles look so fucking young was a big disappointment, because what they could have done was make them teenagers. Yes, the school thing at the ending, I get that, but they still could have made them teenagers and gave them a bit more of like they just hit puberty kind of voice. Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raph. Leo's the only exception, but the rest of the three, their personalities are just switched. Michelangelo is like the more serious one. Donatello is like a goofball, and he sounds like a girl, and he looks like a girl. And Raphael isn't the macho tough guy that you expect him to be. He maybe has like one or two moments where you think, oh, maybe they're gonna get it, and then something else happens. No, he assassinated them. And it really bugs me, because I love the Ninja Turtles. I love Splinter. Jackie Chan, I was kind of excited for. I don't really see the hype around him, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not saying this to get clicks. I really don't think Jackie Chan did it. Like, he should not have been the voice actor to pick. It's a really complicated situation, because I think they did the best with what they were given script-wise. But you can't have Jackie Chan, an Asian man, doing Master Splinter's voice. It doesn't sound old. It doesn't sound old and rugged like the 2003 show. He doesn't feel like a disciplined master. He's more of a father figure, which isn't a bad thing. That was another thing I thought that was kind of cool. But he's not their master whatsoever. And I guess by this time, they're still learning how to fight, and they're still learning how to do all these things. So the master Splinter was just not there for me. The voices are just too kid-like. Even trying to put my nostalgia aside and just watch the movie, which was what I was trying to do, I just kept going back to the old voices over and over and picturing those voices coming out of my head. So once the nostalgia brain turned off, I still couldn't get behind the voices, because they were just annoying, and they're too kid-like for me, and it's just not how I see the Turtles. The villains here, like, Superfly is a cool villain, but he just doesn't really do much. Even the Turtles themselves, they really don't do a lot. For an hour and 40-minute movie, I will say the pacing flew by. I wasn't really bored. I was just more getting annoyed and cringing at them saying, oh, Riz, oh man, you're sus. And then April not being racist, but April being a brown Indian or Muslim, or she is just American. I can't tell what she's supposed to be, but why are we race swapping characters for no reason? I mean, the Turtles are green, Casey's white, April's white. Like, why race swap? Like, it might sound racist coming from a white person, but I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of this. Like, when there's no explanation as to why they did it, why can't you just keep it as the original April? And she was very annoying. I did not like her whatsoever in this movie. Every single line of dialogue came out of her mouth. I wanted to leave, and I just wanted the next scene to come on. The action scenes, there's very far few between. They're decent. I wasn't a huge fan of the animation style, especially because Spider-Verse has blown this out of the water. This is a lot more darker visually because it's at nighttime. So yes, the colors do pop, but a lot of the time it does feel like a sketchbook. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and call this a bad movie, but I'm not even going to say disappointing because I didn't have high hopes. I feel like they're assassinating the Ninja Turtles. Hollywood doesn't want us to have a group of men that are macho and get shit done. Hollywood wants us to have, different kinds of genders and that kind of thing. And they're kind of shoving it into these movies. This movie, not so in your face like other movies, but it's definitely noticeable. They don't really feel like a team too much. They don't even really work together. They're just arguing half of the time over stupid shit, making stupid jokes. No one feels like their natural character. This really feels like a reincarnation of the Turtles. And if you completely wiped everything out from 2003 and after and before, and this is the only Ninja Turtle property out there, like a fresh start, I wouldn't even watch it. The only reason I went to go watch it was because, I like these characters so much, and I'm not going to know if I'm going to like the movie or not unless I watch it. So you got to give it a chance, at least. Even if you don't like it, you got to give it a chance. So overall, I would give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. It's not boring, but I mean, I can't think of anything that happened where it was like, that was fucking awesome. There was some good jokes, but overall, I guess if you want to watch this with your kid on like a Sunday afternoon when you got nothing to do, but like even for your kids, man, I don't even know if this would be that entertaining. The kid that I had in my movie theater looked bored as hell. There just wasn't that much substance. There is an overall message about family and people accepting who you are, which I understand. But I really wish there was more action, better developed characters, and better voice actors. Even with the animation style, I think all of those with this animation style would have been a way better movie. So yeah, 6.5, not bad. You could definitely watch it and just turn your brain off. But it's just one of those nothing movies, which really hurts to say because I think this could have been something big. Maybe in the sequel it'd be a lot better with Shredder. But I just want the Turtles to be better. The villain is the one half of the movie. Your main characters are your other half. So if you get Shredder right, but the Turtles still suck, I'm still going to be 50-50. It is what it is. Hopefully we'll get like a live action, like The Last Ronin, or not live action, more of a... I don't really think it does work in live action too much. Michael Bay proved it does, but there's so much animated stuff you can get away with when you do animation. I would really love a Last Ronin movie, or just something that's more mature. I feel like Ninja Turtles has been catering to the kids a lot lately, which isn't a bad thing. It is a kid's property. It's owned by Nickelodeon at the end of the day. But those producers know that there are some die-hard, mature Ninja Turtle fans that want something darker and deeper, and I am in that lineup. So yeah, overall, this is just, I don't know, man. It's a missable movie. I didn't have anything to do after work, so just went and watched it. Hour and 40 minutes, $12, whoop-de-fuck. At least I supported the movie, didn't stream it. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. Hopefully the sequel lives up to whatever Shredder is building up with. Maybe the characters will get better, and maybe they will change the fucking voice actors, because that was a huge part for me. And just how they handled the Turtles, man, like I said at the beginning of the review, just personality switched all the way around. Some completely just wiped. Like, none of them are Raphael's original personality, being the macho tough guy. So, I don't really see a bright future, maybe for the kids, but for us long-time, hard-time, die-hard fans, I don't know, man. I think the video games are going to be a bit better. That's just all I can say. At least you'll get the game and a movie in one, because how cinematic our games are nowadays. So, yeah. We're going on 15 minutes here, a bit too long. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you've seen the movie, what you think.